Good evening. I'm Taylor Thomas with the CTV News Update. Early detection saves lives. That's the message that Prince George's wants residents to know during Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Women dressed in pink came to support the county kickoff of its Prince George's Goes Pink initiative this morning. The goal is to bring awareness and provide resources of the deadly disease while also supporting survivors. For County Executive Angela Alsobrooks, this disease hits home. Her mother, Patricia, is a 13-year breast cancer survivor.
This is not an obscure disease that only strikes the families of strangers, because if on average a woman is diagnosed with breast cancer in this country every 2 minutes, chances are at some point you will either face breast cancer yourself or you will know someone else who has been diagnosed.
You know, breast cancer is unique, especially when we talk about African American women, because we get breast cancer at younger ages, and we tend to get a more aggressive form of breast cancer called triple negative breast cancer. So we don't have time to waste.
Alsobrooks says Prince Georgians have the highest mortality rate of breast cancer in the state. The county will also be co-hosting several breast cancer awareness events throughout the month of October. Domestic violence advocate Mildred Muhammad is set to release a new book. It's titled "In the Midst of Chaos, Home is the Most Dangerous Place to Be." Muhammad put together a team of contributing authors to tackle domestic violence head-on and provide women and men with the help they need. She was once married to John Allen Muhammad, one of the Beltway snipers who terrorized our region 20 years ago.
This book is written to commemorate Domestic Violence Awareness Month, which is in October. And there are 12 authors from all over the world, 11 women, 1 man, and myself, 13, who have come forth to share our stories that can help other victims and survivors to go through the judicial system and get the help that they need so they won't fall into the same pitfalls that we went through. We're sharing our stories to help and to encourage those who find themselves to be victims to reach out for help. You don't have to suffer in silence, but always, always remember that the abuse is never your fault.
The book will be released on October 31st, but you can pre-order it at mildredmuhammad.com and click the Publications tab. Both sides of the dispute about counting mail-in ballots argued their case before the Maryland Court of Appeals today. The debate centers around an outdated state law that prohibits election officials from counting mail-in ballots until 2 days after the election. The State Board of Elections petitioned a judge to suspend the law, but GOP gubernatorial candidate Dan Cox opposed the move. A court sided with the Board of Elections, allowing the count to continue, but Cox appealed the move. Results will not be released until polls close on Election Day. The nation's top leader takes a big step in decriminalizing pot. President Joe Biden announced plans to pardon anyone who has a federal conviction for marijuana possession. This action fulfills a campaign promise that the president made. Biden has also ordered a review of whether marijuana should be labeled as a Schedule I substance, a classification reserved for the most dangerous drugs. Russian forces continue their retreat from annexed Ukraine territories despite President Vladimir Putin's denial. Gana Shevets continues to follow developments closely. Shevets was born in Ukraine. Her entire family is still in the country, in that part of the country anyway. The Prince George's resident came to the U.S. in 2011 and is now weeks away from a degree in nursing. Shevets speaks with her family daily and is obviously concerned.
We at times touch on this subject, and I kind of ask them, well, what's new? And the truth is there's nothing new. It's been the same for over 6 months now. And I don't think they want to upset me by talking about it, because frankly, I can see everything myself on social media and the news, and the coverage is still there. And we just try to cover the basic needs, where they ask if I'm okay, if I ate, if I'm healthy, and I try to ask them the same thing. And we just, confirm that, okay, everybody's alive, everything is okay as it can be at the moment.
Shevets has not visited Ukraine since before the pandemic. She hopes to be able to go back at some point. You're watching CTV News. I'm Taylor Thomas. Coming up, plans to restore a historic park are underway. Details right after the break.
What is it, Julia? Why are you so excited, honey? Hey, do you want to use your talker? With Julia's autism, using a talker can help her find the words she wants to say.
My dog.
You want to do something with Rose, Julia?
Play ball.
Do you want to play catch with Rose? I think Rose is excited to play catch too. Oh, Julia, you show us so many different ways to talk together. Oh, and play. Good catch, Rose. Okay, give Julia the ball. There you go. Okay, throw the ball, Julia. Oh,
For Julia's family, early screening for autism made a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
okay, Julia, there you go. Whoa, another good throw. That's the way.
Welcome back. The suspect wanted in a fatal shooting in May has now been charged. 25-year-old Mark Jackson of District Heights is facing first-degree and second-degree murder charges. He's accused of gunning down 32-year-old Donnell McMillan back on May 6th. The incident took place in the 7100 block of Donnell Place in Fordsville. Police say Jackson shot McMillan during an attempted carjacking. Fallen firefighters from around the country will be honored this weekend. Emmitsburg, Maryland will be the backdrop for the 41st annual National Fallen Firefighters Foundation Memorial Weekend. 148 firefighters will be remembered for their bravery and dedication to helping others, including volunteer Fire Chief Nicholas Fenimore from Prince George's County. Fenimore, who was 75 years old, died on January 5th in 2021 from COVID. On Saturday night, family, friends, and the community will gather for a candlelight vigil in Emmitsburg. On Sunday, a memorial service will be held for the fallen heroes. A historic site in Prince George's County is about to get some well-deserved love and attention. We're talking about Wilmer's Park in Brandywine. Created by Arthur Wilmer in the late 50s, tomorrow, County Council member Sidney Harrison and the Park and Planning Commission will kick off Wilmer's Park Reimagined Community Day at the Southern Area Aquatics and Recreation Complex. Wilmer's granddaughter, Shatise, supports the revitalization.
Bringing back Mr. Wilmer's vision, a place where community can come together, celebrate sports through competition, and then also have a time to honor music and have live performances here as well. I think that would be great. And who knows, maybe some of the old timers might come back and perform, who knows, but that's what we'd like to see. And I look forward to hearing what the community would like as well.
It means everything to bring back the last establishment on the Chitlin Circuit that my grandfather built. Is just wonderful to be a part of. But definitely the community, I would think, would enjoy to have the opportunity to come onto the grounds and enjoy a good baseball game or watch their kids' soccer, football games and practice and stuff like that. So I think it would be good for the community.
The property is now owned by Park and Planning. The free event is from 1 to 5 p.m. on Saturday. It's open to the public. There will be food, beverages, and live music featuring Rare Essence. For more information, call 301-952-3820. Getting through medical school can be a heavy lift. Success often depends on the help and support you get. A local company, Ascension Medical Educators, is set to launch its Aspiring Physicians program. The organization, in conjunction with United Negro College Fund, will work with college students to fashion a specific mentoring and coaching program for each student. The goal is to increase the number of Black and brown students in the medical profession.
So this is a system that we created in an effort to change the system from the inside, which is to create more physicians who are community-based, who are diverse, and that diversity reflects the diversity of the United States, which is the best way to reach as many corners of the American population as possible.
To learn more about aspiring physicians, go to uncf.org and put aspiring physicians in the search bar. A popular online university based in Maryland makes dozens of job cuts. According to Maryland Matters, the University of Maryland Global Campus recently cut 43 jobs. The roles that were eliminated by the schools include executive assistant and advisors. The American Federation of State and County and Municipal Employees say 6 of its members were given the pink slip. The union claims that the layoffs came one day before Governor Larry Hogan announced a 4.5% raise for all state employees. Still ahead, baseball and more sports after the break.
Us. It's what this country is made of. A helping hand, a shoulder to lean on. Different voices.
Hello.
One sacred bond. But right now, that bond is fraying. Where do we find common ground? How do we get back to us? The why fills the gaps and bridges our divides. Now, more than ever, the why needs your support. Because where there's a why, there's an us. For a better us, support your local why today.
Well, Nationals fans, the season is officially over. This news comes following the team's 2-9 loss against the Mets. The Washington Nationals record this season of 55-107 is the worst record in the entire MLB. Not to mention also a franchise record for the most losses ever. Following Wednesday's game, team manager Davey Martinez says now that the season is over, he's excited for this upcoming winter.
Our season's over right now for the players, but the work is just beginning for myself, Riz, and the front office, and we got a lot of work to do. You know, we headed to spring training, so well, I'm looking forward to this winter, getting things done and being ready for spring training. This division is good. I've always said it. You know, this division is going to be tough. So, in order to compete, you know, we need some pieces. But our younger we're going to give an opportunity to our younger players. And what I saw from my younger players is that they're not afraid, and they're going to go out and compete.
Now, on the flip side, the Baltimore Orioles are headed to the postseason. This season was their first full regular season with fewer than 108 losses since 2017, and they even surprised their own general manager. Now, on the gridiron, the UMD Terps are gaining national attention for their impressive 4-1 start to the season. The Terps defeated their non-conference opponents with ease, scoring an average of 40 points per game. And the team expects that tomorrow's game against the Purdue Boilermakers will be no different. Head coach Mike Loxley says although Purdue has a talented and strong offense, his team has a huge amount of talent on both sides of the ball.
We are going to have to really tackle these guys because they're really strong runners, and you know, usually when you have physical runners like that, it takes having a lot of guys to the ball. We've got 4 running backs that are all contributing. Statistically, it's maybe not great for some of our great players that we have because maybe they're not being the focal point of 20 targets. But I just think the more diverse you are in who touches the ball, the more they have to defend on defense.
The Terps tip off tomorrow at noon in the Shell.
Thanks so much, Valencia. Let's get a quick check now on our 3-day weather forecast. Tonight, cloudy with a low around 48 degrees. Saturday and Sunday, sunny daytime temperatures in the low 60s. Monday, the holiday, also sunny with highs near 67 degrees. And now, for our community calendar, county offices will be closed Monday, October the 10th in honor of Native Americans Day. Animal services, dump sites, along with several other offices will resume services on Tuesday, October the 11th. Waste collection will also resume services on the 11th. The bus will be operating except for Route 51X. For more information, visit the county's website. And that wraps up our newscast. Catch us Tuesday at 4:30. Have a safe weekend.